Imagine walking into the future, not 10 years from now, but today, and finding it waiting for you in a gleaming showroom somewhere in Shanghai, Beijing, or Shenzhen, China's automotive industry isn't just catching up anymore. It's rewriting the rules of what cars can be. And tonight you're about to see machines so advanced, so jaw-dropping, that even billion-dollar Western car companies are starting to sweat. This isn't hype. This is the quiet revolution roaring out of the East, where design AI and electric engineering collide to build the world's next icons. Welcome to the top 15 most insane Chinese cars coming to shock the world. And before we start, if you love tech design and the rush of discovering what's next, hit that subscribe button right now, because you're about to see cars that make Tesla look outdated. Let's roll. At number 15, we begin with a brand that has redefined what a luxury electric sedan means: the BYD Yongwang U7. Imagine a car that looks like a concept but feels ready for war. Its 1,000 horsepower quad motor system delivers acceleration that leaves even the Porsche Taycan Turbo S gasping. The U7 isn't just a car. It's an engineering thesis wrapped in glass and carbon fiber. It features XPeng independent motor control, meaning each wheel can respond in milliseconds, adjusting torque individually to keep the car flat through corners that would make an AMG nervous. Inside, it's a spaceship 5G connected AI powered with a 43-inch display that flows across the dashboard like living art. The seats are massage pods. The sound system, a 22-speaker surround tuned to human vocal resonance, and the price, roughly half of what a Lucid Air costs. It's a wake-up call, a signal that China isn't here to imitate it's here to dominate. Number 14 takes us into pure madness, the Hi-Fi. Think of it as China's answer to McLaren, only electric and smarter. It's built like a supercar but behaves like a robot. The Hi-Fi A3 motor setup produces 1,350 horsepower and rockets from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just over 2 seconds. Numbers that belong in the hypercar world. But what shocks people isn't the speed, it's the soul. The car learns you. Its adaptive AI system reads your driving behavior and tunes throttle steering, even suspension in real time to match your style. Sit inside and you feel like you're wearing the car. Butterfly doors rise, soft ambient lights pulse like breathing veins, and the interface greets you by name. This isn't science fiction, it's Shenzhen engineering, and with its price expected to undercut Rimac and Lucid by hundreds of thousands, the Hi-Fi A could be the first Chinese supercar to truly go global. At number 13, meet the NIO ET9, the ultra-luxury flagship sedan that wants to make Mercedes rethink the S-Class. The ET9 carries more than just prestige. It carries intention. China's goal to own the high-end market. It rides on NIO Skyride system, a fully active suspension that reads the road 200 times per second, adjusting height damping and body angle automatically. Inside, you don't sit, you float. Air suspension, noise cancellation, panoramic roof rear executive lounge seats with zero-gravity recline. The dash is clean, bathed in soft light. LiDAR sensors crown the roof like jewels. Because the ET9 isn't just a car. It's a Level 4 ready autonomous machine. It's not here to follow Tesla's full self-driving dream. It's here to replace it. Number 12 might be the wildest SUV you've never heard of. The Zeekr 001FR, a 1248 horsepower family rocket. This car blurs every line between practicality and insanity. With 4 motors torque, vectoring, and an acceleration time under 2 seconds, it can smoke supercars while carrying 4 passengers and luggage. But it's the interior that turns heads. Minimal calming and built entirely from sustainable materials, recycled fabric blends micro-suede vegan leather, all arranged in Scandinavian simplicity. Zeekr calls it Zen speed, the art of motion without chaos. Every control feels natural, every sound subdued. The irony, this silent monster has more raw output than a Bugatti Veyron, and the price $15,000 less. At number 11, enter the XPeng X9, a van that thinks it's a spaceship. Don't laugh. This thing is rewriting what family vehicle means: 6 seats, 3 rows, panoramic roof, and wait for it, full level 4, autonomy in parking and highway mode. You can literally exit the car, and it will park itself, recharging via inductive pads without a cable in sight. The interior uses what XPeng calls Smart Cabin 3.0, which integrates motion gesture control, face recognition, and voice dialogue powered by GPT-like AI. The experience is like being in a private jet. Ambient starlight ceiling fold, flat seats, and even a 32-inch cinematic display for the second row. For families, this is luxury and tech combined, in a way the West has never offered. Number 10 is an icon reborn, the Hongqi E202. Hongqi red flag was once the pride of Chinese political elites. Now it's returning as a symbol of national innovation. The E202 is an all-electric luxury SUV designed to rival Rolls-Royce Cullinan. The body glides in silence. The cabin feels like stepping into a palace. Real wood, brushed copper trim, illuminated silk panels. Yes, silk. It even has scent diffusion synced with your heart rate. But beneath that elegance lies power. Dual motors, 700 horsepower, adaptive all-wheel steering. It's a rolling statement. China's luxury doesn't need European permission anymore. Number 9, BYD Seal 06 GT, the sports EV that's quietly terrifying Porsche. This coupe delivers brutal performance on a budget 0 to 100 in 3.8 seconds with handling precision that reviewers call surgical. BYD engineers used aeronautic software to tune chassis flex down to millimeters, giving this thing razor-edge control. Inside, everything screams youth, bold lighting, sport, bucket seats. Neon accents, but it's not plastic flash. It's premium, solid, and surprisingly emotional. It's the kind of car that makes 25-year-olds dream again, and at $28,000, it's almost criminal. Number 8, we meet Li Auto Mega, the colossal EV MPV that became China's Tesla killer for families. Think 3 meters long, 3 rows, luxury seats, and a battery big enough to drive from Beijing to Shanghai without stopping. But here's what makes it magic. It uses a range extender system so smart that even when the battery runs out, it can generate its own power like a hybrid spaceship. Inside, its cinematic massive screens for kids, air-purified cabin massage seats. Parents call it the quiet hotel. And with sales already exploding across Asia, this beast is proving that Chinese comfort can outshine even Lexus and BMW. Number 7 takes design to madness. The Avatar 12. A car so beautiful it makes you rethink what EV should look like. Developed by Chang'an and Huawei. It's all elegance and intelligence. No side mirrors, only cameras. A body so sculpted, it looks alive under street light. The front glows with a signature halo light bar that recognizes the owner's face as you approach inside. Huawei's Harmony OS turns the car into a smart device. You can literally control your home from the dashboard. And the AI co-driver, Xiaoxia, doesn't just talk, it feels emotion. Avatar calls it empathetic AI. Sit in it once, and you'll never see a Tesla the same way again. Number 6, the Lotus Eletre. Yes, technically a British name, but built in China by Geely. This car isn't just fast. It's a statement of precision manufacturing. Dual motors, 905 horsepower carbon aerodynamics. It's a hyper GT that can rival Porsche Taycan Turbo GT in both handling and comfort. But the soul of Eletre lies in its craftsmanship. Handcrafted carbon fiber, meticulously balanced suspension, and interior acoustics tuned like a concert hall. It's a perfect marriage between Eastern discipline and Western legacy. At number 5 sits the GAC Aeon Hyper SSR, a car that doesn't just break records, it vaporizes them. Picture a machine forged out of carbon fiber and ambition, shaped like a blade slicing through air. Its quad-motor setup throws down over 1,200 horsepower, launching it from 0 to 100 in 1.9 seconds faster than a Formula One car. The cabin is stripped of nonsense. Every surface feels aerospace grade. Seats molded from carbon weave, a steering yoke trimmed in Alcantara screens that bend around you like the cockpit of a jet. When the Hyper Haas SSR moves, it doesn't sound like a car, it sounds like thunder trapped in glass. GAC engineers call it the lightning hour. That single instant where silence turns into pure velocity, the Western supercar world still whispers that China can't build emotion. One look at the SSR's taillights disappearing into the night proves them wrong. Number 4 is the Yangwang U8, the insane off-road twin of BYD's luxury line. Imagine a Range Rover that can spin in place, crab walk sideways, and literally float across a flooded road. 4 independent electric motors, one for each wheel, giving it a trick called tank, turn the ability to rotate 360 degrees on its own axis. The chassis uses aerospace-grade sealing. If you drive into a river, it becomes a temporary boat powered only by torque vectoring and sealed electronics. Inside every surface is stitched leather and brushed metal screens, wrapping driver and passenger like an information cocoon. The U8 is a message China can make off-roaders that make the Hummer EV look old. Number 3, the IM-L6, born from a collaboration between SAIS Alibaba and Zhangjiang High Tech. On paper, it's a mid-size sedan. In reality, it's a self-aware organism on wheels. The car constantly analyzes driver attention fatigue and mood. Its AI, named IM Sense, adjusts lighting, fragrance, and seat pressure to keep you calm. The body coefficient of drag, 0. 22 better than a Tesla Model S. And when you hit the highway, dual motors pump out 787 horsepower, giving you effortless acceleration with whisper-quiet grace. The L6 dashboard melts into a panoramic OLED that can display 2 different contents. For driver and passenger simultaneously, you can drive while your co-pilot watches a movie. No reflections, no overlap. It's subtle genius like that which shows how far Chinese human-machine interaction has evolved. At number 2 comes the Neta GT, proof that performance doesn't need a trust fund. 2 doors rear-wheel drive, a low-slung silhouette with proportions. That scream classic sports car. But under that skin lies a 340-kilowatt electric heart and a carbon-reinforced chassis that makes it lighter than it looks. Neta designed it to feel alive. Steering feedback is tight, regenerative braking, adjustable to the gram, and acceleration tuned to deliver a surge rather than a slap slide into the driver's seat, and you're met with a cockpit of contrasting red stitching turbine vents and a screen angled just enough to feel personal. At roughly $25,000. It's the kind of car that makes an entire generation of young gearheads believe they can finally own something thrilling again. And number 1, the crown jewel of this new wave, the NIO Firefly, the car that started whispers around the world. It's small, friendly, affordable, but carries the DNA of a luxury mark. The body looks like it belongs in an art museum. Triple halo lights, front and rear, sculpted roofline, flush handles, a design language that balances warmth and confidence. Step inside, and you meet technology disguised as serenity. A 13-inch Retina display, Dolby Atmos, sound massage seats, and an AI that responds to your voice like an old friend. It's rear-wheel drive structurally, 83% high-strength steel, 420 kilometers of range, battery swap capability, and a base price around $11,000. It's not just a car. It's an economic earthquake. The moment this little hatch rolls into Western markets, every automaker from Toyota to Volkswagen will have to rethink what value means. And as the screen fades to black picture, the ripple these 15 machines are sending through the world. They aren't toys or prototypes. They're a declaration that the center of automotive gravity has shifted east. Every bolt, every pixel, every line of code in these vehicles is part of a new philosophy. Technology isn't luxury. Accessibility is China. Isn't chasing the old giants anymore. It's building a new playing field where innovation, price, and imagination collide. So next time you see a sleek car glide silently past, You ask yourself, is that the future? And did it just come from Shanghai? If you made it this far, you already know what's coming next. Tap that subscribe button, join the revolution, and buckle up, because the next wave of electric insanity is already charging. This is just the beginning.